Picture this. Someone insults you, tears down your work, or straight up disrespects you in front of everyone. Your gut reaction? Anger, frustration, that sting of humiliation creeping in, maybe even the urge to snap back. But what if I told you there's a way to be completely untouchable, a mindset so strong that no words, no insults, no actions could ever rattle you again? Sounds far-fetched, right? Well, the Stoics cracked this code, and today I'll show you exactly how you can too. Oh, and by the way, my name's Epictetus. Back in the day, I was a Greek philosopher teaching Stoicism in Athens around 300 BC. In this video, we're diving deep into how to train your mind to never let anger or frustration take control, no matter what anyone throws at you. One man who took this principle to the extreme was Diogenes the Cynic, also known as Diogenes of Sinope. This ancient Greek philosopher and founder of cynicism might just be one of the most outrageous figures in history. His philosophy wasn't about just talking, it was about action, and he had a unique way of testing people's emotional control in the most unconventional ways. One of the most legendary stories about Diogenes shows just how far he was willing to go. According to legend, Diogenes was at a public gathering when some guy out of nowhere mocked him, calling him a dog and a negative Nancy because of his skeptical and cynical takes on philosophical matters. Diogenes' response? He walked over, calmly whipped it out, and started peeing all over the guy's feet. The man's once pristine sandals, now they were getting baptized in the golden flow of pure philosophical defiance. It wasn't just some random act of rebellion, it was a test, a lesson in emotional control. And as expected, the man lost it. The more he raged, the more Diogenes smirked, feeding off his emotional reaction like it was all part of some twisted experiment. And here's the crazy part. As people watched, their perspective shifted, not against Diogenes, but against the man who had insulted him. Even though Diogenes had literally just peed on the dude, people saw him as the one who maintained control. And meanwhile, the whole area smelled absolutely rancid for at least a week, until a good rainfall finally washed away the lingering scent of philosophical defiance. Diogenes believed that those who were easily offended, those who recoiled at the so-called PP police, were ironically slaves to their emotions, the true masters of themselves, the ones who stayed composed, the ones who laughed and didn't let anything faze them. These were the truly free, and honestly, let's take a second to appreciate how well hydrated Diogenes must have been. The sheer duration of this act, legendary. This wasn't just a quick leak, this was a full-on saga. It was the kind of stream that had men finishing their business at the urinals while one guy, Diogenes, was still going. A marathon of urination, the stuff of legend. And, as some later rumors claimed, this wasn't even his final act of disruption in Athens. Another infamous moment. The time Diogenes shook up an elite, high society dinner, an event drenched in wealth, status, and rigid formality. A wealthy Athenian had invited Diogenes knowing full well that he'd be a wild card, and Diogenes, true to form, did not disappoint. See, he was famous for his ability to fart on command. So, as the dinner progressed, he unleashed one, loud and unapologetic. The room fell into chaos, gasps, nervous chuckles, disgusted stares. When someone demanded he apologize, Diogenes just shrugged and said, "Why should I? All I did was prove that no amount of wealth or status can free you from the realities of the human body." Then, like a true maestro of mischief, he delivered an encore. This second round hit even harder, sending fresh shockwaves through the room. Some guests clenched their jaws, fighting back their reactions. Others couldn't help themselves and erupted into laughter. Now, completely embarrassed, insisted that Diogenes say sorry, But instead, Diogenes just smiled and said, "I thank you for your hospitality, but I must say tonight I've learned more about your characters than from any of our so-called philosophical debates." And with that, he let out one final blast, his grand finale. The room exploded into a mix of applause, laughter, and absolute disbelief. Diogenes wasn't just causing chaos for fun, though, let's be honest, he probably enjoyed it. He was exposing people's obsession with appearances, their fear of embarrassment, and their lack of emotional control. Those who got angry? Slaves to their emotions? Those who shrugged it off? The ones truly in control. And this is exactly why emotional regulation is the ultimate strength. The greatest minds of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and even Diogenes, knew one thing: anger clouds judgment, wrecks relationships, and hands control over to those trying to provoke you. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly how to build an unshakable mindset, one that doesn't flinch, no matter how personal or ridiculous the provocation. Because how we respond to emotional triggers doesn't just shape how others see us, it defines who we become. So buckle up, because we're counting down the 5 key ways to master emotional control. Kicking things off with the first of these 5, number 5, reframe insults. Seneca once said we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Insults only hurt because we let them. Most of the time, negativity is just a reflection of the other person's own struggles, not your worth. See insults for what they are: irrelevant noise. Which segues seamlessly into number 4, on this emotional roller coaster of a countdown, controlling what you can control and ignoring what you can't. The Stoics taught us that there are things we control and things we can't. Other people's words? Outside your control. But your response? Entirely up to you. Learn to focus on what truly matters, your inner peace. Coming in with the bronze medal, alongside the 3 Musketeers as a triple threat at number 3, practicing negative visualization. The Stoics trained for the worst. Marcus Aurelius would remind himself daily, "Today I will meet selfish, rude, and arrogant people, but I will not let them disturb my peace." Expect negativity and you'll be immune to it. Throwing up some deuces with the silver medal here as a runner-up. Number 2, responding with indifference. Nothing frustrates an angry person more than someone who won't react. Anger feeds on reaction. Starve it and it dies. Next time someone tries to provoke you, just smile and walk away. That's true power. Topping out the list and coming through as Stoic Center's top key, number 1, strengthening your mind through daily discipline. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a daily practice. Meditate, journal, reflect. Train your mind like a muscle, and over time, emotional control will become second nature. At the end of the day, no one has power over you unless you hand it to them. So here's a challenge. For the next 7 days, if someone tries to get under your skin, meet them with total composure. Notice how much stronger and more in control you feel. Then come back and drop your experience in the comments. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And tell me, after hearing about Diogenes' antics, has it changed how you see emotional control? Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay grounded, and most importantly, stay blessed and well hydrated. See you next time.